Hey there, future fellow weirdo of the flock. Welcome, weary traveler from bizarre world. You have gone way past the Twilight Zone. And then you ran into the
I love it! You guys are so great!
hit a fork in the road and took the ride. And rolled right into the most offensive church this side of the universe. The Porky Pig! Woo, woo, woo. And what we do here is we read this great ass book called God Said. Because God did not fucking say that. This is God's unofficial biography, God's Bible, as read by yours truly, the most awesome, the saint of amazing, your super stone sage, Saint Nikki Calabrese. Cook for me, I cook for you. Welcome. Yeah, I'm just kidding. But we are going through this book, finding out what God did say. What did we? Oh yeah. And if you want to know what God said, well, come this way. I have cigarettes, cannabis, coffee, chair with your name on it, cat bed, and canine space. So bring your animal. I love them. Bring them. Yeah. So, Miss Muddy, are you on Discord? I'll open up Discord. I have to tell you though, my cough has been a lot worse today. I think coughing so much pulled the muscles in my shoulder. So now every time I cough, I get this fucking badass headache in my head. And then my shoulder blades start to work. And then it feels like my wings are about to fall off. I mean, I already have injured wings to begin with, but coughing, it really feels like my wings are separating from my skin. It's horrible. Do you know that feeling? Oh, it's terrible. I don't recommend it. Okay, I'm in voice if you come in voice. I'm in voice. But enough of this and enough of that. We are on, what chapter are we on? I think 31. My plan was to do 31, 32, and 33 because 34 was going to be long. That was my plan, I believe. Yeah, we're going to assume that was my plan. Hey, Miss Muddy, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I am alive. My wings are on fire, though. But you know where your shoulder blade, picture an angel, right? And picture on the shoulder where the wings would be. It wouldn't be on the spine, they would be on the shoulder. And then, like, when you move your arm back and forth, it's like your wings are flapping. Yeah, that part of my body hurt.
Oh, okay.
Like, hold on.
From coughing?
Huh?
From coughing?
Yeah, God, it's fucking terrible. And I can't breathe because I got a runny nose. But for some reason, I Oh, yeah, let me tell you other stupid shit that happened today. I called the dentist, you know, my birthday is in like 8 days or something, you know. They said, "Oh, yeah. We'll probably call you sometime tomorrow to set up an appointment so you can get the impressions done." So I won't have fucking teeth until almost Christmas.
Oh no.
I swear to God on everything I love.
Oh man, that's messed up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go almost 2 holidays without teeth. Oh my God. I don't care though. You know what? Because if anybody rocks the redneck like it should be rocked, that's probably me. So fuck it. But from Miss Muddy, from what I understand, and you might know this, but it's really actually that rich people had bad teeth before poor people did because of sugar. Because sugar used to be a rich people thing. Until they figured out you can make sugar from beets. And then it became a poor people thing.
Yeah.
So bad teeth actually came from rich people. So I was rich enough to have bad teeth. I
All right, I'm gonna mute up. I gotta
okay.
mute up for a minute.
Okay, I love you.
Love you too.
Okay. That's code for get to reading, Nikki. I'm getting to reading. Hi everyone, welcome. Welcome, we are having such good time.
I'm sorry. Heavy issues. Sorry. I'm
No.
back. He
Wait.
lost his lighter. I had to help him find it.
Hey, Miss Money, get a lighter leaf and then break it and then take the part that holds the lighter like this and stick a lighter in there and then put it on a lanyard and hang it on whatever sits next to him. And then he'll never lose his lighter because I keep my lighter attached to my microphone. So I can never lose this motherfucker because it's right there. Yep, that's real life.
I have my lighter in a case, so it's not hard. It's kind of hard to lose. Anyway, are you ready? Is there anybody else in here? Don't see nobody.
Nobody's been here. I think it's going to be just another you and me day. I don't even think Fred's here. Fred's usually here. Sometimes my dad stops by, but they never tell me. But I think it's just me and you today. And also, I think we read 31. Oh, hold on. Because it says, woe to those who go down to Egypt for help.
I'm back.
I think we read chapter 31. Although I'm not totally sure because that's where my bookmark is. Well, why does this seem
we
like...
stopped at 31.
Yeah, I know.
Because we wanted to read 31, 32, and 33 because 34 was too long.
That's exactly it. Okay. Well, then that's what we'll do. Let's get this coffee and get to reading.
I have ginger ale.
Man. The Werner kind? Ginger.
I don't know. Just cheap ginger ale.
Oh.
I bought a 2-liter bottle.
I know.
I don't usually buy sodas, but I've had a sore throat lately, so I thought I'd buy some ginger ale.
You know what? When anything's wrong with you in Michigan, you get ginger ale. Oh, you're sick, get ginger ale. Oh, you got a bloody arm, drink ginger ale.
You cut off your leg, drink ginger ale.
Yep, ginger ale for everything, and it heals fucking everything, man. The Verners.
Missing part of your brain, drink ginger ale.
Get some Michigan medicine in you. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do it, chapter 31.
Yes.
Okay. Man, okay. Woe to those who go down to Egypt for help and rely on horses. See, didn't we already talk shit about Egypt though? Wasn't there a whole thing? But it wasn't this one. Okay.
Keep reading.
Okay. So rely on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they do not look to the Holy One, nor seek the Lord. Okay. So, okay, my mind is like, okay. Yet, also, is wise and will bring, yet he also is wise and will bring disaster and does not retract his word. Listen, they're making God less marshmallow than he actually is. He doesn't retract his words, but he feels guilty about them a lot and takes them back. I don't know if that's retracting, but he takes them back an awful lot. Don't look at me like that, big guy. You know it's true. You are a marshmallow above all marshmallows. My homie, yo. Look, be a marshmallow to me. I'm just saying. You know you're a marshmallow. He knows he's a marshmallow. Okay. So, wait. Protect this word. But will arise against the house of evildoers and against the help of the workers of iniquity. Now, the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses are flesh, not spirit. So the Lord will stretch out his one hand, and he who helps will stumble, and he who is helped will fall, and all of them will come to an end together. So happy together. Look, I don't know what's happening. For thus says the Lord to me. God voice.
As the lion or the young lion growls over his prey, against which a band of shepherds is called out, will not be terrified of their voice, nor disturbed at the noise. So will the Lord of hosts come down to wage war on Mount Zion and on its hill. P.S. That's the city of David. I just need to remind people Zion is not in America. Literally the city of David. Okay. Like flying birds, so the Lord of hosts will protect Jewland. He will protect and deliver it. He will pass over and rescue it. Return to him. Hold on. Take some deep breaths. Dude, my fucking head. Oh, Miss Muddy, that hurts so bad. Oh. It feels like my skin is squeezing my skull. Oh. Or my skull is squeezing my brain. Oh. And I took my medicine. Oh. Fuck. Okay. No, it hurts real bad for a second. This happens sometimes, but never on camera. Feels like my skin is squeezing my skull. That's in return squeezing my brain. It just happens to be throbbing my jaw. It's a whole world problem right now. Man, okay. Where was I at? Okay. That's a good question. I think you were about verse, a little past verse 4. Okay. Oh yeah, Zion is not in America. That's right. Okay. Yeah. City of David. God, what's right now? Oh shit. Well, look, God had the biggest headache of his entire life. His skull was squeezing his brain. That was squeezing his jaw. It was it's still like that. Don't let me lie to you. My head is gonna kill itself. I don't know. It's happening. Okay. Okay. Deliver it. Return to him from whom you have deeply defected. Oh, terrible ass God, people. For in that day, every man will cast away his silver idol and his gold idol, which your hands have made as a sin. And the Assyrian will fall by a sword, not of man. And a sword, wait, what? The Assyrian will fall by a sword, not of man. And a sword not of man will devour him. What? What is he saying? Oh, what does that mean? No one knows. Okay. So he will not escape the sword, and his young men will become forced laborers. Ah, something so good done. And his rock will pass away because of panic. And his princes will be terrified at the standard, declares the Lord, whose fire is in Zion, city of David, and his furnace is in Jewland. That's how you know it's not America, because Jewland is not in America. And Zion and Jewland are by each other. Stupid people.
I don't know. Damn, it's mud in my head. Oh, okay. My
Well, how
head.
about we just stop for tonight and chit chat?
Okay. My head is on fucking fire, man. It's all that coughing. Yeah. That's what it is.
So, what do you think about that chapter?
I think I can't wait to redo it again tomorrow because I done fucked it up. But, I don't know when it stops talking about Egypt and then talks about Assyria. And then all of a sudden it's Jewland.
Yeah.
Very confusing.
Okay, so he's talking about the warning. He's warning the people of Judah, and he's warning them that if you go to Egypt, it's not going to end well. And they're going to Egypt because they're afraid of Syria, you know?
Yeah. But
And
then
they're putting their trust in Egypt because they have all these horses, and they have all these chariots, and they have all these supplies, and they're not putting their trust in God. And they're thinking that these three powerhouses can become one great big old powerhouse without God, and that's not going to work out very well for them. They
wow.
all want to be powers, you know. And Assyrians are north of Judah, and the Egyptians are southwest of Judah. And you know, over the years, the Babylonians come in, the Chaldeans come in from the northeast, and they all want the power, and it doesn't come for many years.
It kind of seems like an ancient New World Order, don't it?
Yes, it does. Okay, if you're looking at it and reading between the lines, yeah, I think so. Because they go to Egypt to get the supplies, but they don't trust the Lord. And Egypt is just as helpless as Judah is. So they're both going to fall anyway.
Yeah.
And you know that day's in the future.
Yeah, I know. And we're living in the future. We are the predecessor to that.
That's what it's all talking about, is a future event.
Yeah. Well, remember, see, if Ezekiel wouldn't have been so hard to read, we could have kept reading it.
You know what? Nebuchadnezzar became king 100 years later or so. So, I mean, they could think that when somebody's reading that, they could think that they're talking about King Nebuchadnezzar, but really they're not talking about him. They're talking about Jesus.
History repeats itself.
Well, they're talking about the coming of the Lord, the coming of, how did they say it? I'll just stop there because I haven't read 32 yet.
Well,
30, yeah.
What I've noticed so far is the Bible, even though it's not considered history, everything that's in this Bible that they're calling prophecy is shit that happened before and before time, and shit that's just going to keep repeating happening. And because, you know, and it seems like no matter how many times it's written, nobody ever thinks to thinks to stop it or figure out how to stop it. Or maybe they do know how, they just purposely don't. Like, we know the history, we know the things in the Bible, and we can kind of put certain things that have happened in history inside some of these prophet books. And it's like, oh yeah, that's happening right now. But that also happened like 50 years ago. And it also happened.
Yeah, my mother say the same thing. She thought it was the end of the world back,
Yeah.
too.
And eventually somebody's going to have to learn from history. But it seems like the people that we put in charge of us refuse to know history, or are so bought off that history doesn't matter. And the only history that seems to be in here that nobody has anymore is that whole everybody gets together and calls God. Because that's how they used to do it, all together in one place, and blow a trumpet and call God. But then people quit doing that.
Well, here it's talking about nations coming together. And if you look at historically, my mouth is full, sorry.
It's okay.
Am I stealing God, boys?
No. I don't.
Okay. Historically, when, oh gosh, how do I put this? When God would bless somebody, it was just, like one nation against another nation, right?
Yep.
It's always been one-on-one, 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 if you look at things.
Yep.
This is saying all nations. And the three main ones are Israel, Egypt, and Assyria. And guess what's in the news right now? Those are the three. If those three come together, that's what we're reading right now.
I'm reading that. But I got.
Because they think,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
They can depend on each other and not on God. Like if this even happens, okay, let's say that there's a peace treaty, blah, 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 or supplies. That doesn't fulfill the rest of the prophecy.
No, but I got yelled at about that shit today. I'm not even allowed to watch the news. And I get yelled at about the fucking news. No, apparently something about Israel isn't honoring a ceasefire. And it's like, well, I don't fucking know that because I don't watch the news. I'm not allowed. But apparently Israel is not doing a good job. Which you shouldn't expect them to. They're terrible fucking people. But whatever. Everybody expects them to do the right thing. They're more evil than anybody.
Well, it talks about like the fools and the scoundrels. Those are two different types of people. And that's coming up shortly in this next chapter.
I think I would be considered a fool. I'm blissfully ignorant when it comes to the things, so I would be a fool. I'm really bad at being a scoundrel because scoundrels are very specific people. Very specific.
They're different.
And scoundrels.
They speak folly and their hearts are busy with iniquity and ungodliness.
Oh, I probably.
There's no concern for the Lord. They're unsatisfied. They're thirsty for, things of the world.
So
now,
pretty much.
On the other hand, his devices are evil.
They're
wicked. They schemes. They over people's lives. They lie with their words. They even go after the needy.
Scoundrels.
Like sex trafficking.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of people fall into that because they're poor and they're needy, and that's how they fall into the.
Those are fools. Those would be the fools. Those people that are easily trapped are fools. Yes. And scoundrels are
Wicked.
very, very specific evil people.
Very evil, very wicked. They want to ruin everybody.
But you know what? That's why Jesus said, people of the light are not smarter than the people of the dark. That's why we have to be good in the world and good at the world. So we're not fools taken by scoundrels, which are wolves in sheep's clothing. That's why we are good in the world and good at the world, and we stay dressed like wolves. So we fit in to get in there. But I tell you what, I've lived the life of a scoundrel at a point in time in my life, and I did not like it. I didn't like it at all. I don't know how other people like it. Are you there? Oh.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm making some noise, so I'm muted for a second.
Oh, sorry. So, hi everyone, welcome. My brain exploded in the beginning of this video. So, like as you can see right here, I have a giant fucking headache. The headphones and the wig and the hat are just too tight on my head, and my brain's gonna explode. And I took my medicine. So I don't know what the fuck's wrong with my head. I've been coughing too much. I got a stuffy nose. I'm not doing so hot. And we did try to read 31 a second ago, but I made it all the way through chapter 31, but I'm gonna redo it tomorrow when my head's not exploding. Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Miss Muddy. Okay. So, you know how it says the young lion growls over his prey? You know, when Willow, when she catches snakes or birds outside, she doesn't growl over it. She meows and like it's so loud. She projects it through the house, like squeak, squeak, really fucking loud, and then drops a snake or a bird on the table and just projects it all over the house. I've never heard one growl over a prey before. Or a cat. Huh?
Okay, so what mine says here, verse 31,
Verse 4.
verse 4, the lion, smile, S-I-M-I-L-E.
Simile?
A simile, but perhaps also an allusion to the Assyrian king, shepherds, perhaps an allusion to the rulers of the nation. So it's the lion is representing allusions of a king, but they're thinking of the wrong king. King Jesus is the one he's talking about. But they're so far back in the past that they don't know the future. It's kind of weird, huh?
Yeah. But I've never heard a cat growl over prey before. 'Cause my cats squeak or meow real loud. I never heard them growl over one before. But hold on. As the lion or the young lion. So this could be Jesus man or Jesus baby growling over his prey, which would be the evildoers, right? Uh, against a band of shepherds. Those would be the motherfuckers that unsubscribed Jesus from God's YouTube. Weren't they all like shepherds of the people?
Great lion over his prey. That's what mine says. As a lion growls, the great lion over his prey, and through the whole band of shepherds is
Yes.
called together against them.
Yes. I mean, you were talking about Jesus and the whole Jesus thing. It's like, well, you could put that together. Like Jesus is a lion, right? And he did technically fight against the band of shepherds, and he wasn't scared of them at all. He said, "Get these nuts." And then God waged war on them, right? God's like, "Oh yeah, all you guys are going to hell because Jesus isn't scared of you." I know none of that has anything to do with Jesus, or at this time it's not, because he's talking to the exiles going into Babylon. But
Yeah. Yeah, he's talking about the commanders that are panicking.
yeah, man. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Okay. He says, like flying birds, the Lord of hosts will protect Jewland. He will protect and deliver it. He will pass over and rescue it. So God doesn't give so much about Israel. It's really only Jewland and Judah. Because his house is in Judah, and his little safe space is Jewland. But I guess the whole country is technically his. But its special spots are Jewland and Judah. Right? But it does seem like Jerusalem was a whole country by itself. Now, how is it the capital of Israel when it should have been its own thing?
It should have, I guess, because the city of David was looking over it.
Well, yeah, but the city of David is Zion. But I'm saying Jerusalem, Jewland, used to be its own country, and Judah was its own country, and Israel was its own country. So when God's talking about saving Jewland and Judah, he's not even talking about Israel. So how did Jerusalem become a part of Israel if it was never a country in Israel, was its own country? See, that's why I shouldn't do things like this, because I don't have enough answers even for myself. I'm asking questions I do not know the answer to. But we will find out, because I think here in this book, in the Bible, somewhere in the Old Testament, it talks about there being a king of Jerusalem. I don't remember what book it's in, but there was a king of Jerusalem. Now that I remember it, but then something happened, and then Jerusalem wasn't a country anymore. Damn. See, I need to quit asking questions that I don't know the answer to. Oh, man. Okay. So what's on your mind, Miss Muddy? What part of this are you thinking about?
Well, not really. Look up Kings of Jerusalem, see if I can find anything.
Yeah.
Oh, my dog is gonna make me mad.
Well, if anything, we'll remember this when we see him. We'll go, hey, remember that time I was talking about this? But there's this other part in here. It says, the Assyrian will fall by a sword not of man, and a sword not of man will devour him. So he's going to give somebody worms. Look, that is a thing that happens way before any of this, though. That king, he does get the worms and it eats through his belly while he's sitting on a throne. It's a whole thing. Yep, happened in front of everybody. But I don't understand. It says the Assyrian will fall by a sword, not of man, and a sword not of man will devour him. So we can assume that means God's gonna murk these people, but it doesn't say how or why. It's just God's gonna kill these people and it's gonna be great. But it is a complete mystery how. But just know it was God. Right?
I don't see anything in there about that.
You know what we can do? All
You
right.
can Google it.
Oh, yeah, give me 1 second. I'm going to talk to Google right now. Kings of Jerusalem. The kings of Jerusalem were monarchs of the Crusader Kingdom of Julian, a feudal state established after the First Crusade. Uh, oh, damn. Was the king of Jerusalem the one in the Bible? Was it the leper king? Okay, well, wait a minute. They're saying there wasn't a king of Jerusalem until like the Crusader Kingdom. No. There's one in the Bible that is way
Well,
before any of it.
was it Nebuchadnezzar king, but like in 100 years from where we're at right now in our reading?
No. No, not.
Wasn't it? No?
No. And I can't even tell you where it's at or where I read it because I don't know how to do that in the Bible. People can name off books and chapters and verses like it's nothing. I can just tell some of the stories in the Bible like it's nothing, but I can't tell you where it's at.
Yeah.
Except for Numbers 23. Numbers 23 lets us know that the Jews were not the first people of the earth. That the Amalekites were the first people, not the Jews. The Jews are the ones God chose, but they were not the first. And that's in Numbers 23. And Psalms 22. That's a psalm about Jesus. But other than that, I can't tell you where anything else at. Okay.
Is Ricky working?
Yeah, maybe.
Sorry.
It's okay.
11 o'clock and all's well.
My phone. I'm looking for my phone and you're on my phone, buddy. Because I was going to call Ricky. I was looking like, man, where's my phone? I forgot. My phone's on Discord. So, Miss Money, did I tell you? I won't have teeth until right before or right after Christmas.
Oh, no.
I know. My 40th birthday, I'm going to be toothless. my 40th Christmas, I'm going to be toothless. My 40th Thanksgiving, I'm going to be toothless. I am so rich. Oh, did I tell you what Supersonic said to me? My kids were over this weekend, and Supersonic looked at me and goes, so when are you getting teeth? I'm like, never. She said, oh my God. She's going to graduate this year. Like, at the end of this year, she's graduating.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I told her I'm going to go dress like the Bible lady. She said I'm not allowed to go to her graduation. But I'll go to her graduation dressed like the Bible lady, but I won't let her see me until right at the end. No.
Okay, so when I was about your age, my daughter, I had a cowboy hat. It belonged to my grandfather, and I would wear it around in the yard, and it was all beat up, like it'd been dipped in water and crunched and munched and stepped on, and I mean, it was just a beat up old hat. My kids were so embarrassed by that hat that I was not allowed to leave the yard with it. And, so like I couldn't wear it when I was driving around and stuff. And then one day I saw Toby Keith with this beat up old cowboy hat, and I thought to myself, he drove by my house and he saw me in my yard with my hat on. went to his concerts. And after, like kids were like, thought I was crazy. But then I let them know that, like you may think my hat's ugly and beat up and bent and crooked, but it has so much character that even Toby Keith will wear a hat like mine.
Yep. I don't have any cool examples like that because nobody, the
I made
kids.
the story up. Toby Keith didn't drive by my house, but he does wear a hat that looks just. I'll have to dig the picture up. I have a picture of me wearing that hat. My dog doesn't make noise. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I know, but we're live right now. So.
It's okay. The TV will be okay. The computer will be okay. And it looks like people are leaving. People are staying. Hi, if you're here, chat in the chat. We would love people to talk to. Because I can't read any more of this book because my head's gonna explode. I can't be the Bible lady because my wig shrinks my scalp and puts pressure on my brain because that doesn't make any fucking sense. But it made my headache worse. And as you can see, my headache is popping out through my skull right here. Yeah. It's a real problem that I'm having right now. Man. Can you see that big fucking thing on my head right here?
No, I'm with the dogs right now.
Oh. Damn. Is there like a little sack of
Terrible
water
co-host.
on my head?
Fire me. Fire me fast.
No, I'm.
Okay, hold on. Okay, that
I
was
think
loud.
there's water on my brain.
Do you have any mixed vapor rub?
Yeah. Actually, I was gonna have Dustin rub that on my chest before I went in there and go to sleep. I'm like,
Do you have some cotton balls?
no.
You
No.
don't have a cotton ball? What about in one of your pill bottles? You got cotton in one of your pill bottles?
Maybe.
No?
No. I don't know. But what do we need a
You got
cotton ball
tissue?
for?
You got a tissue paper?
Yeah.
That you blow your nose with? A tissue?
I do have that.
Okay, so take a little bit of tissue paper and put a little bit of mixed vapor rub on it and put that tissue in your ears.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What do we do that for?
Because your nostrils and your mouth and your ears are all connected together inside your head, and like when you breathe in vapor rub through your nose, it's going into your ears too, so you're just kind of like, it's killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
Just don't use a whole lot. Don't use a whole lot to where your ear gets greasy or anything like that, but I'm telling you that you will feel better.
Is that why I get heartburn in my ears? Because I get heartburn in my ears. That's why I get heartburn in my ears. I don't know.
I've never heard of that, but when you're breathing through your nose and your mouth, you've also got air coming in and out of your ears too, because all that's connected together.
Oh, that's where all the hot air is coming from, out of the ears. Got it.
Like when the wind's blowing really hard, my ears will hurt, so I will put cotton balls in my ears to kind of, keep the wind out, so to speak.
Yeah, that's
But
what Earmuffs
The
do.
theory
Yeah.
is that you have medicine on that cotton, and then you get air going into your ear. It's all getting into your nostrils, and it's just it'll help you feel better.
Okay.
I don't like that. The green stuff. What is that?
Menthol.
Menthol. I don't like that. I would rather use the Vicks, and I always like to use good new Vicks and not old Vicks, because I think once you open it, it starts losing its power. But Vicks is Vicks. You know what? You can even you have a humidifier. Or what is it? Is it a humidifier?
Dehumidifier.
Yeah. I don't think that's what it is.
I don't have.
Humidifier.
I
have
don't.
one that I put Vicks in, and it, puts.
You know what
Yeah.
I could do tomorrow? You know what I could do? Boil some water and then stir some Vicks in it and let it boil some more.
I wouldn't even do that. Like, if you could take a little bowl, a glass bowl, and put it in the water floating, put the Vicks in the bowl, and let the hot water melt the Vicks. Don't dilute the Vicks down. It's stronger that way, I think.
You could do that. Because I have a kettle that makes hot water. So I could just put some Vicks in a bowl and then dump hot water over it.
Yeah.
Alright, that'll be what I do.
And then breathe it in. It'd be better if you had a humidifier. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I spent all my riches of my lifetime on eating enough sugar to lose all my teeth. So I cannot afford a humidifier.
So you boil water and you put Vicks in the water on the stove.
Yep.
But I would just leave it like in a little glass bowl or something. That way your pan doesn't get Vicks on it.
Right.
And then put Vicks on your chest. And put Vicks, breathe it in, breathe it in. Get you some good deep breaths, and maybe that'll make your nose feel better, which will make your head feel better.
Yeah, my head
Dr.
really.
Mudduck over here.
Look, Dr. Mudduck. Any advice will be great because I'm telling you, whatever the fuck just happened in my head at the beginning of this video, I hate that shit. And it happens a lot, but usually not in public. Like, it's bad. It's bad. But usually, like, it's only for like a minute or two, Doesn't last a long time. But do you see this thing? Are you looking on the YouTube?
I see you.
Yeah, do you see this thing right here? That's where my headache
Maybe 20
is.
seconds because you're on a delay.
Oh, well, this big bump thing right here. Bam. This whole vein. That's where my headache is.
Yes.
Where my headache is.
I'm looking at, you're putting your finger on your forehead, yes. What am I looking at?
That is where my headache is, where that big lump is. Right there.
That's a vein, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's where my headache is. That's also where my brain scar is. That's also where I'm missing a fourth of my brain. Man.
Have you heard of EFT? Emotional freedom technique. Google it right now. Emotional freedom technique. EFT. That's all you have to put in. Capital letters. EFT.
I'm willing
It's
to
called tapping.
tapping.
Yes.
Oh yeah, my therapist does that with me when she wants me to think of things that have happened to me. It's got to tap my finger and follow a ball. EFT. Emotional freedom technique.
There you go. I'll help you do that offline.
All right. Well, do you want me to do? I'll do the Wikipedia one. I'll save it. I'll
Okay.
go ahead.
It works for different things, like people who want to quit smoking, people who have anxiety, people who, are dealing with whatever. It can be used for just about anything. It's free, and it doesn't hurt to try.
No, it really doesn't hurt to try. And maybe we could start.
And if you put an effort into it, it will work for you. But you really have to put the work in. It's not just, hubba hubba hubba, dub dub dubba. It's for real. You really got to put some thought into it. Like your therapist probably tells you that.
Oh my God, all the time. And then I tell her it squirts if you jerk it. Because you're like, it works if you work it. I'm like, it squirts if you jerk it.
Okay. Well, I have a long day tomorrow, so I probably won't be in the. I'll try to be in chat, but more than likely, when you go live, I'll be driving. So.
Okay. Well, I'll be here. I'm gonna try to redo 30. I'm gonna get all the way to 33 tomorrow.
Well, 30. What is it? 31? Is that the one we did?
Yeah.
It's only 9 verses. It's not that long. You can read it, no problem.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to read. Yeah. Tomorrow it'll be 31, 32, and 33. Because my head won't be so bad.
Yeah.
Like.
They're all fools and slander.
It's gonna be so fun tomorrow. Because.
And he told me I could go to sleep until the fire went out, and the fire's just about out now.
Dump a cup of water on it.
No way. I'll just let it go out. And I put a picture of it in the Discord.
You did. All right. Well, okay. I'm sitting here.
First fire of the season.
Aw, you got a cute little fireplace.
The flames look kind of purplish, kind of some weird pink color when that picture came out.
That's real cute. It looks like, I don't know, people dancing.
Oh yeah, I love the flames. I love taking pictures of the flames. I can get dragons and stuff. I took a picture of we had a big fire. We had a big burn pile of brush from the trees, breaking the limbs and stuff,
Yeah.
And I was taking pictures as it was burning. I have to go look up and see if I could find the pictures. But one of them, it looked like a big giant dragon. It was really cool.
Really?
Yeah, I wonder where that picture is. Somewhere in my Facebook, probably.
Well, that's something to do when you're.
Bless you.
That's something to do when you're bored. Look for those cool ass pictures. Wasn't there another picture you was looking for the other day? Or earlier, maybe?
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't either.
Um,
You sound tired.
no, not really, but I need to go to sleep because I gotta work 12 hours tomorrow.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I gotta go to sleep because I actually gotta do
Well, I hope
laundry.
your head feels better. I really hope your head feels better.
No, it should. I took, what is this? Ibuprofen. That's what they are now that I dumped them all over the floor. I took a couple of those, so it should be clearing up any minute. Did you?
Do what?
Okay, there you are. I think my phone is doing something because it sounds like you hang up.
I'm here.
Yeah, I took a couple of those ibuprofen things, the kind that get subscribed to you. I took a couple of those, so my headache should go away, hopefully. But I'm gonna go ahead and say goodnight on the YouTube. So, everyone, thank you for watching. I want to tell you it's time to give the pillows a mid and the sheets the greatest ass you could give them. And then have the sweetest dreams ever. Love you so much. Good night. In the outro.